I have had a very, very good career as a consultant. So I work with corporations, I work with leaders and teams and so forth. Was on a good track with that. But certain things happened in my life a couple of years ago, and I was looking at what is really my life intended to be about for the next 10 years at least. And I had known Jean Houston's work, to some degree Peggy Rubin's, who teaches with Jean. And it had a lot of appeal to me. I felt there was a step up that I could make. There was a much more imaginative, creative way of working above and beyond what I had done before. And that would take me into some different organizations and situations and projects.
I am doing the Doctorate of Education with the Meridian University. Right now I'm a teacher. I'm teaching experiential learning in the University of Hong Kong to undergraduates in the Faculty of Social Science students. I want to be able to bring this transformative education to Hong Kong, to my school.
I'm an Emmy Award-winning television writer, also an Emmy-winning animation creator. I have a Tony nomination for writing Broadway musicals, and I am an educator at UCSB and Stanford University. I'm also the mother of 3. I have learned so much. I did not expect to come here and discover that there were so many other reasons to be here than those I knew about. This is meaning making at its best. This is an education program like none I have ever been a part of. It has made me a better writer, a better educator, a better mother, and a better liver of life in anxious, crazy, stressful times.
Jean's work has been extremely influential in my life, and I'm also a teacher and an artist, and I was determined to come to Meridian one way or another because of the emphasis on myth and story. The combination of having Jean be here teaching a program at Meridian was sort of, the icing on the cake.
It really fit into my human development past of my learning, and I really felt that with transformative learning, imaginal processes, it could move my work forward.
I'm very happy so far with the structure of it. I think I'm in an intensive right now, the second one that I've been in. Intensive is certainly the word, and so I'm getting my fill here. In fact, they load you up, not just for the week, but months to come. There's a lot to sift through and digest and integrate. And then you go back home and you have reading and different assignments, and you're guided or instructed in that, and you work with your cohort as well, sharing your work. And I think that the cohesiveness continues to build within the cohort as you go up and down the slopes together. And I like this blended learning format. It's very, very different than anything I had done before.
I think the online aspect is great because I live in Hong Kong, which is like very far away, and also I have a full-time job in Hong Kong. So the online aspect actually gives me like the right pace to learn at my own time.
I really enjoy the video process when we can see each other and hear each other, especially when we have a material that is enriched so much by discussion.
The indirect online is wonderful with the faculties as well as the students.
I value the flexibility of the online program because I do own my own business. So it affords me the ability to work around my work schedule, but also still participate in a leading edge conversation around what is transformative learning and how do we take it out to affect change in the world.
We've just been acknowledging in the room some of the faculty because there are times when you're wondering, how am I going to get through this? Not so much because of the amount of work, but what you're called to do with the work. There's a lot of thought that gets applied and things that you don't know, or you don't even know that you don't know how to do. I could say that. And so the faculty, they've absolutely been there, not only for me, but that's the experience for all of us. They work with you individually as needed and also with your group or cohort. They're outstanding.
They have pushed me higher, deeper, wider, and further than I knew I could go. I have discovered that I am indeed much more capable I knew I was pretty capable, but they have shown me that there's a lot more there than I even knew.
Absolutely wonderful. It's just like it's just like walking into a dream. You know, like it's magical to learn or to kind of sort of read about something and then you come to actually experience how real it is.
Our academic advisors are just really hands-on, readily available, and really help adapt our learning needs as adult learners to meet the needs of the curriculum. So it's a flexible program, and they've really worked with us a lot to make sure that we're really satisfied with where we're at and developing in the program.
They keep me to task, but with an understanding and a developmental process that allows me to embrace and continue to keep learning and enjoy it. Enjoy the new, even challenging philosophies and things that I'm reading or doing. So I've found the experience wonderful.
I would like to integrate integral development into my framework, my worldview, for looking at how we solve complex problems.
I want to learn the skills and the technique, how I can instill that in my curriculum and to be able to transform like the students' thinking or like to bring the best out of them through this transformative learning.
For me, Meridian has given me language for my experience so that I can communicate what I know with others. This has been so important and essential for me. The transformative experience for me is that I feel that my exterior world and my interior world feel much more aligned because I have language, both personal and academic. So that part has been an essential aspect of the program for me.
I wanted to go further. I felt that human potential and human development was a key that I was missing as part of being a social entrepreneur.
I think the material that we did, it was very inspiring. And also, I think it's very creative in all the stuff, the activities that I did. A lot of stuff that I never heard about it until I really got to know it this week. And I think they are great. Yeah.